And you are recognized.
Admiral Correll, welcome and congratulations on your nomination, and thank you and your wife for your decades of service to our nation. I thought nuclear testing might be a hot topic of discussion this morning. I'll put aside the obvious benefits of such testing to ensure the stockpile is fully prepared and ready for any contingency, but in general, tests of all kinds, whether nuclear or conventional, don't just provide those benefits, but also can send a strong message of resolve and deterrence. We saw the exact opposite effect at times during the last administration when President Biden canceled routine tests of our Minuteman III missiles to avoid supposedly escalating tensions with China or Russia. Could you speak to me in your best military advice about the impact of a successful weapons test, whether nuclear or conventional, on our adversaries and maintaining that regular testing schedule?
That regular testing schedule, thank you for the question, Senator. If confirmed, the STRATCOM commander is responsible for the requirements associated with accuracy and effectiveness of the weapons. And that then drives the services and other subject matter experts' analysis of the testing required to meet those objectives. So I agree fully with you. It is a really, really important aspect of demonstrating the reliability and credibility of our nuclear deterrent, and that's an essential attribute for deterrence versus particularly in this era.
Thank you. Critics of our nuclear arsenal often claim that it costs too much and we never use them. I like to rejoin that we use our nuclear weapons every single day, and we have for 80 years. Although we have not detonated a nuclear weapon in combat for 80 years, the very existence of them and at their high state of readiness every single day for 80 years has deterred the kind of major conflict we saw twice in less than 20 years in the 20th century. Do you agree with me, Admiral, on the absolute necessity of both maintaining and modernizing our arsenal to preserve this deterrent effect?
I agree, Senator.
Thank you. Do you also agree with me, given this remarkable run of 80 years without a general global war, after having two of them in 20 years, that we don't actually spend all that much money on our nuclear forces?
I agree with you, Senator, and I would echo and footstomp your point with respect to our nation's deterrent gets exercised every single day, and the credibility associated with that prevents war.
And I think I'm right, just ballparking it, that we spend about 5% of our total military budget all in on our nuclear arsenal, maybe a little more at the height of modernization, maybe a little less outside of it. Is that a fair estimate?
That's a fair estimate, Senator.
Do you think 5% plus or minus a little bit is a reasonable expenditure to avoid global world war?
I agree, Senator.
I agree too. Another thing that's remarkable, if you look over the last 80 years, is that there aren't more nuclear states, especially nuclear states in regions that have deep tensions and where nations are often at daggers drawn. Do you believe that our nuclear arsenal and the extended deterrent that we provide to our allies has contributed to the relative lack of nuclear proliferation since 1945?
I agree, and I would say it's an essential element of our nuclear proliferation strategy, those partnerships.
Yeah, our nuclear weapons and modernizing our nuclear weapons are an essential element of our counter-proliferation strategy.
Yes, Senator.
And it's a good thing that we don't have dozens of nations thinking, I better get nukes before the people that hate me across the border get nukes.
Yes, Senator.
Thank you, Admiral.